Holy fuck. Now we have to fix it. This CPU is from a customer's build, and they bent some pins. First up, we gotta clean the CPU because this thing is caked with thermal paste. Kind of like all my socks that are underneath my bed. But that's a story for a different day. If you ever have thermal paste on a CPU, especially the pins, use a soft toothbrush and some isopropyl alcohol, and that'll take care of everything. Now that the CPU is all cleaned up, we're gonna use my favorite blower in the house to make sure we dry this off. Now it's time for the fun part. My best advice is go slow, because if you break a pin, that is a much more difficult repair. So I use the razor blade because I can get underneath pins that have been slammed against the CPU. Now there are lots of tools that you can do this with, like a mechanical pencil, and you can use this as the quote-unquote lead. The key thing is use the tool that's going to be the most efficient for you. I'm really good with the razor blade, so that's why I always use it. Another reason I like the razor blade is you can put it in between the rows and use the resistance of the already straight pins as a guide for your new bends. Now we're just going to rinse and repeat and do the rest of the rows just to make sure everything's straight, and then now we can test it. Another great finishing tool is the motherboard itself. When you place the CPU inside, and if you have any little gaps where there's some bent pins, all you have to do is rock the lever back and forth, and this is going to open up the socket just to give you a little bit more tolerance. And you can see I'm almost all the way fit, but rocking it back and forth, you're straightening the pins by the actual clamp on the board. With that last little touch, we got the CPU to fit, and now just to test it, turn the power on, and now we've got boot.